English grammar can be complex, but understanding the present tense is essential. Often seen as an intricate subject, English grammar forms the basic framework of the language we use in day-to-day communication. One of its cornerstone pieces is the present tense. The present tense, as we know, is the verb tense you use to talk about things that are happening right now, or the state of things existing in the present. But it's not as simple as it sounds. The present tense itself is divided into 4 different segments: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Each one has its distinct usage and rules, from expressing general truths or facts, to talking about habits, routines, or actions happening right now, to conversations about past actions with an impact on the present, and even actions that started in the past and are continuing in the present. The present tense covers it all. It plays a crucial role in the proper expression of our thoughts and emotions. In this video, we will embark on a comprehensive journey that will dissect and explore the present tense and its various uses. We will delve into each subcategory, provide examples, and show you how to use them in your daily language. By the end, you will have a clearer understanding of the present tense and hopefully a newfound appreciation for the rich tapestry of English grammar. In this video, we will explore the present tense and its various uses. The present tense is used to describe actions happening right now or actions that occur regularly. This grammatical tense, one of many we use in the English language, is particularly special in its broad application and relevance. It is the key to expressing actions that are happening in this precise moment, as you are listening to these words. Picture yourself in a bustling city, for instance, where activity abounds. The cars are honking, engines are roaring, people are speaking, walking, shopping. All these actions are happening as we speak, and they're framed in the present tense. The present tense is also used to express actions that occur regularly. So when you tell someone that you go to the gym every morning, or that you drink coffee daily, you are using the present tense. It beautifully captures our everyday routines, the habits that shape our lives, the rhythm of activities that form the backdrop of our existence. Moreover, it is used to express general truths or facts. This is a fascinating aspect of the present tense. It can capture timeless, universal truths like the sun rises in the east or water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. These facts, rooted in science, nature, or shared human experience, are all articulated using the present tense. It serves as a linguistic canvas for painting vivid pictures of the world around us and for sharing knowledge that extends beyond time and place. So, as you can see, the present tense is an incredibly versatile and powerful tool in our linguistic arsenal, encapsulating the immediate, the habitual, and the eternal. It is also used to express general truths or facts. To form the present tense, we usually add an s or es to the base form of the verb for third-person singular subjects. This rule is applicable to all regular verbs in the English language. These verbs are those that follow a regular conjugation pattern, unlike irregular verbs. This pattern is quite easy to remember and very useful in daily conversations. Take, for instance, the verb walk. When we use it with a third-person singular subject such as he, she, or it, we add an s at the end, making it walks. Hence, we say, he walks to school, instead of he walked to school. Similarly, consider the verb eat. In line with the rule, when we pair it with a third-person singular subject, we append an s. Thus, when referring to a lady who enjoys her morning meal, we say she eats breakfast every morning, not she eat breakfast every morning. It's crucial to note that this rule holds for present tense, not past or future. Remember, this is standard English grammar and is used in both formal and informal conversations. It's worth mentioning that this rule doesn't apply to the verb be. In this case, he, she, or it demands the form is. Moreover, when a verb ends in y and the letter before the y is a consonant, we change the y into I and add es instead of s. For instance, we say she studies and not she studies. This is a fundamental grammar rule, and understanding it can greatly improve your English speaking and writing skills. So always remember this rule when you form a sentence in the present tense. For example, he walks to school, or she eats breakfast every morning. In addition to regular verbs, there are also irregular verbs that have different forms in the present tense. This linguistic phenomenon isn't confined to just the English language, but can be found across various languages around the globe. These irregular verbs often break the conventional rules of verb conjugation, making them a tricky part of language learning for newcomers. Let's take a deeper look at these fascinating linguistic elements. When we refer to regular verbs, we're talking about verbs that adhere to a fixed pattern when changing from one tense to another. For example, in English, we usually add ed or d to the end of verbs in the past tense. But irregular verbs, they like to dance to their own tune. They don't follow the regular verb conjugation rules. Instead, they change in unpredictable ways. They might alter their spelling completely, add unique endings, or not change at all. They are the mavericks of the verb world, and they can often seem chaotic and confusing, particularly for language learners. However, irregular verbs are also very common. In fact, some of the most frequently used verbs in English are irregular, including go, have, do, say, and see. These verbs don't play by the rules, but they're crucial for expressing a wide range of thoughts, ideas, and actions. Now, let's turn our attention to the example we provided. I go to the store, or they have a dog. You'll notice that go and have don't follow the regular ed or d ending rule. Yet we understand their meaning perfectly. This is the beauty of irregular verbs. They may not follow the rules, but they make our language rich, diverse, and dynamic. The present tense can also be used to talk about future events that are scheduled or planned. This is an interesting quirk in the English language that's often overlooked, giving us the ability to reference future times while still in the confines of the present tense. Let's dive deeper into this concept. This usage is generally acceptable when the context clearly indicates some form of future time. Take, for example, the statement, "I leave for vacation tomorrow." On the surface, this phrase seems to contradict itself. It uses the present tense leave, but refers to an event happening in the future. What's happening here is not a grammatical error, but a feature of the way English represents future events. The speaker is indicating that their departure, though not happening in the literal present, is an event that is firmly scheduled or certain. They're using the present tense to signal their certainty about this future event. Similarly, consider the sentence, "The concert starts at 8 p.m." The verb starts is in the present tense, despite the fact that the concert is in the future. Here, the present tense implies that the event is scheduled or planned. This is an aspect of the English language that might seem confusing, but it's just one of the many features that give the language its richness and flexibility. It allows us to speak with more certainty and confidence about future events, giving our statements a sense of inevitability or assuredness. So remember, the present tense isn't just about what's happening now. It can be a glimpse into the future, anchoring future events in the present and making them seem more tangible and certain. For example, "I leave for vacation tomorrow," or "The concert starts at 8 p.m." It is important to note that the present tense can also be used in certain situations to express past events. This particular usage is termed as the historical present. Now let's delve deeper into this concept. The historical present is a narrative device used by writers and speakers to make past events appear more vivid and immediate. It involves the use of present tense verbs to describe events that have already happened. Let's consider an example to better understand the application of the historical present. Imagine the scenario. One day, you're out and about on a regular afternoon. The sun is shining brightly in the sky, casting its warm glow on the bustling city below. You're ambling down the street, taking in the sights and sounds of the around you. You're aware of every minor detail, the chirping of the birds, the sound of laughter emanating from a nearby cafe, the rustling leaves swishing in the gentle breeze. Engrossed in the symphony of city life, your steps are unhurried, your senses sharply attuned to around you. Suddenly, out of nowhere, your eyes catch sight of this striking object. Nestled amidst the mundane, it stands out like a beacon, demanding your attention. It's a car, not just any car, but an exceptionally striking one. Its sleek design, smooth contours, and the shiny metallic finish make it an irresistible sight. Its beauty is such that it imprints itself in your memory, creating an unforgettable image. And so, when using the historical present, you would describe this event as, "So, I'm walking down the street and suddenly I see this amazing car." Understanding the present tense is crucial for effective communication in English. By mastering this grammar concept, you will be able to express yourself accurately and confidently in various situations. So whether you are learning English as a second language or simply refreshing your grammar skills, mastering the present tense will greatly enhance your language proficiency. Thank you for watching this video on English grammar present tense. Stay tuned for more grammar lessons and tips.